there's a certain amount of boosting you've got to do within your company to make sure everyone like believes in the product, the mission, and everything else. At some point, you can take it so far that you create these blind spots that like, oh, we're so much better. SpaceX doesn't know what they're doing. Like, what a bunch of idiots. They've never done that. And it's like, you know what? Boy, you've never built a capsule either. You've never put people in space. I mean, everyone thinks, it's like you can build airplanes, but you've never gone into space before. You never. So you're also newbies at this. And even whatever aerospace pedigree you have going back to Apollo, they all retired a long time ago. Yeah. So it's not like you're drawing from that. And the people that you are drawing the experience from that built capsules is McDonnell Douglas, right? And which we all know is the problem. But this goes a little bit further. Is really struck me very crazy when I've gone to Kennedy Space Center, and I've done a lot of tours there, and also stayed at the hotel there and stuff like that. And the thing about Kennedy is that if you don't work, people that live around there, if you don't work for one of the space companies around there, most likely your spouse does, or your significant other, right? Your boyfriend or your girlfriend or something like that. They all know it. That's it. It's like either you're supporting it one way or the other. And you see that there are two crowds of people. There's the people who work for SpaceX and the people who don't. And the people that don't are constantly bad-mouthing SpaceX as well. And it's ridiculous, the arguments I keep on hearing from them. And that, you get this tour from the tour guide who's going along, you can tell they're clenching their teeth when they have to talk about SpaceX. And then when they're not like officially on tape or something like that, talk to them, they go, oh, SpaceX, just like they did all this bad stuff. And then they're talking about that, they did something that, my girlfriend works for the wildlife department. They were talking about how SpaceX is like doing this to the alligator. It's like, what? It's like, there's no, and then they go on about something else. And they have a nickname for them. They call them ScrubX. Oh yeah, they're always scrubbing. And I'm like, really? It's like, you know what? The only way you can have lots of scrubs is if you have lots of launch attempts. If you're not having any launch attempts, yeah, you have zero scrubs, and you can be really proud of like, look, we got a big zero up there as far as the number of scrubs. Like, yeah, look how many launches you have. And it goes on and on. They say, oh yeah, and they really work them hard. They make them work weekends and they're launching on holidays, and it's like, that's what you got to do. If you want to go to space and do something like that, yes.